All right, everyone, welcome back. It's good to be back diving into this stuff again. We took a pretty in-depth look at passive income last time. All those dreamy make money in your sleep ideas everyone's going crazy for.
Sounds relaxing.
Right. And there's so many different angles to explore. We covered things like affiliate marketing, creating and selling your own digital products, and even the always popular freelancing route.
Lots of options out there.
Definitely. But there's a question I hear all the time that we really need to address. How do you actually start building these income streams when you're, well, let's just say, not exactly rolling in cash?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the good news is you don't need a small fortune to get started with passive income. It really boils down to being strategic and knowing where to focus your energy.
Strategic, I like that. So what you're saying is instead of just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks?
Exactly. It's more like being at a buffet. You could try to pile your plate with a little bit of everything.
Oh, I've been there. Food coma every time.
Exactly. Same principle here. It's tempting to want to dive into everything at once, but you'll just end up overwhelmed. It's much more effective to pick one method to begin with and really hone in on that.
So focus is key. No more overloading on side hustles. Got it. But with all these options, how do you decide which passive income flavor you want to start with?
That's where getting real with yourself comes in. What are you already good at? Like, what are those things you do in your free time that you actually enjoy? And realistically, how much time can you actually dedicate to this? Because, life.
So true. And honestly, that's good advice for anything, not just passive income. But I see your point. Okay, so choose something that fits your skills, your interests, and your schedule. That makes a lot of sense. And hey, if you're listening and thinking, wait, what were those passive income methods again? We did a whole deep dive on affiliate marketing, digital products, and freelancing last time. Go check it out.
Absolutely. But whatever method you choose, building an audience is going to be crucial. You need people to actually know about what you're offering.
Yeah. Right. It's like that saying, if a tree falls in the woods.
Exactly.
Sure.
You could have the most amazing product or service in the world, but if nobody knows about it.
It's like it doesn't even exist.
Exactly. So think about building genuine connections. Share your passions, be helpful, and focus on providing value.
Because no one wants to be on the receiving end of a constant sales pitch, right? It's a huge turnoff.
Huge. People buy from people they connect with.
It's so true. It reminds me of when I first started blogging, like way back when. I was super into, get this, restoring antique typewriters.
Antique typewriters. That's
I'm
no
right.
place.
Super niche. But I was so passionate about it, and that enthusiasm, it kind of rubbed off on people. I ended up connecting with this small but super dedicated community online just from sharing that passion. And you know what? It led to some really cool opportunities down the road.
See? It's that genuine desire to connect and share. That's what lays the groundwork for everything.
It's like instead of leading with a sales pitch, it's more like, hey, I'm sharing this because I think it's awesome and maybe you will too.
Exactly. And then down the line, if it makes sense, you can introduce ways to work together or offer something valuable. Whether it's through affiliate links, digital products, or even consulting, it should feel like a natural progression, not a bait and switch.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot less icky about the whole selling aspect of things.
Yeah.
But what about people who are in a position where they need to bring in some extra cash, like now? Content creation is great for the long game, but it's not exactly known for being an instant cash machine.
Totally get it. If you need to see more immediate results, freelancing can be a fantastic option.
It's definitely a classic for a reason.
It is. It's flexible, you can often start earning relatively quickly, and it lets you build up your skills and your portfolio at the same time.
It's like the ultimate side hustle win-win. And of course, platforms like Upwork and Fiverr have made it easier than ever to connect with potential clients, even with no prior experience.
Absolutely. Those are great places to start. And there are tons of smaller, more niche platforms popping up all the time. You might find even less competition and better pay if you dig around a bit.
Oh, good to know. Now, on to a topic that always seems a bit intimidating. E-commerce. It feels like you need a ton of money up front to even think about selling physical products.
I hear you. It used to be that way. And while traditional e-commerce can require a larger initial investment, there are definitely ways around that. Dropshipping and print on demand are fantastic examples.
Okay, those ring a bell, but I'll be honest, I'm a little fuzzy on the details.
No worries, it's easy to get those mixed up. Think of dropshipping like this. You design and sell, let's say, really cool phone cases online. But you don't want to deal with the hassle of storing boxes and boxes of inventory, right?
Ugh, yeah, no, my closets are already overflowing.
Mine too. So with dropshipping, you create the online store, you take the orders, and you handle the customer service. but a third-party supplier takes care of all the physical stuff.
So they store it, they package it, they ship it. I don't have to touch a thing.
You got it. It's hands-off for the physical part, and that's why it's so great for folks just starting out. Print on demand is similar, but instead of pre-made products, items are only printed and created after an order is placed. This works really well for things like custom t-shirts, mugs, wall art, that kind of thing.
That is so smart. Okay, I think my mind is officially blown. We've covered so much ground here. I am feeling very inspired right now. But for everyone listening, let's be real for a sec. Building passive income, it's not a magic button, right?
It's definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time, it takes dedication. You're going to need a good dose of patience. But remember, you're playing the long game here. You're building something that can hopefully generate income for years to come.
Exactly. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Now, for anyone listening who's ready to take action, what's one small step they can take today to get started?
Think about what resonated most with you today. What's that one thing you're most drawn to, even if it's a little scary? And then, what's holding you back?
Good question. Figure out that hurdle and see if you can take a small step to get over it, or at least go around it.
Exactly. Even a little bit of progress is still progress.
Love it. There you have it, everyone. Hopefully you're walking away with some practical steps to start building those passive income streams. And hey, you don't need a ton of money to make it happen. Until next time, keep that entrepreneurial spirit alive. We'll catch you on our next deep dive.